Next up is a small game called Senshi.
It's designed by Dan Manfredini. The artist is Stephen Gibson. It's published by Arcane Wonders.
My man, Stephen Gibson, rocking out this artwork. Sorry, that was spoiler alert. No. Anyway, so Senshi is a small little fillers type game. Takes about 15 minutes or so. And it's kind of abstract in style. There are 4 different color chips. They represent different things. You're trying, whatever. I'm not even going to go over the storyline. Let's just talk about the game. It's very Japanese in style. But there are 4 types of tokens. There's red, blue, green, yellow. You mix them up in the middle of the table and then stack them in little stacks of 3 at random. Each person gets a little card that goes in front of them that has 3 spots that you can put a stack on, so you can have 3 active stacks there. And then it has a spot that points below the card that you're going to put your scoring chips. So when you score like the blue chips, you stack them all in one spot underneath the blue scoring thing. So you got 4 locations for scoring. The game is pretty simple. You're going to start off with, I believe, a stack in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to take one of 3 possible actions. One action is to take a stack from the main, the middle area and put it on an empty hole on your card, of the 3 spots you have. The second type of action is to take 1 chip off the top of a stack. That stack has to be on a player's card. Obviously, it can't be their scoring. It's just the 3 stack spots they have available. In the last action, you can basically score a color. You take a color out of your hand. These are kept at secret, so nobody knows what you could score. But you have to have a chip to score it. So if you don't have a yellow chip in your hand, you can't score yellow. But you play it, like say I want to score blue, I would take a blue chip out of my hand and reveal it. And then everybody is going to score the top of each stack that has a blue. Just that top, you take that off. Even if it's 2 blue in a row, you only take the top one. And then that's going to go into your scoring area as a stack of blue. And the player who played that chip also gets to score that chip as well. So for instance, if I play a blue and I have 2 stacks that have blue and 1 stack has red on top, I will score 3 points, or a 3-point stack of blue, because I'll take 1 off each of the stacks with blue, take the 1 out of my hand and stack them. You're going to keep doing that. Each player just takes 1 action, 1 action, 1 action. And the idea of the game is you're trying to set up your stacks so that other players, if you kind of see that they want to score a color, maybe you want to score that color, so you start taking chips that have, that color, or maybe you're going to score red and you're going to score it first. So take the red stack, the stacks with reds on top, but maybe the next color below it opens up for the other players and what they're going for. So kind of set up an idea like that, just to kind of give you the idea. But the game's going to continue until all the stacks in the middle are gone. And then you play one final round, and then the game will end. Whoever has the smallest stack, no matter what the color is, among all the players, even if you're tied with other players, you are all eliminated unless everyone has the smallest stack. So in a 3-player game, if all 3 of us had different colors, but we had 1 chip in those colors, we're all still in the game. If only me and Matt and I had, like Matt had 1 red, I had 1 blue, but Eric had 2 of every color or more, then Matt and I are eliminated. Eric would just win the game. Otherwise, if there's more than 1 player left after that elimination, then it's whoever has the highest stack of 1 color. So if Eric and Matt were left alive and I got eliminated because I had the smallest stack, and Eric had 5 chips and Matt had 7 chips, like he had 7 blue and Eric had 5 green, then Matt would win the game because he has the highest stack, basically. That is the game. It probably took me just as long to explain the game as to play it.
Yeah.
Not really, but I'm just saying. So this was interesting. We played it a couple of times now. What did you think about it, Matt?
It was okay. It's a little bit, when you first start playing it, it doesn't seem like there's much there. I felt like it had a little bit more strategy than it leads on just by looking at it. Because like you said, you are trying to pay attention to what other people's stacks may end up to be, but versus what they score and what you could score, because you could score something but set someone up to do something, really big on their next turn. Or you might be trying to set yourself up to be like, well, I see he's about to score this, and like you say, kind of have your colors set up to do the same. So I mean, it's okay. It's not the greatest game in the world, but it's okay. And it's like I said, it's just a little bit more strategy than you would think when you first look at it.
What'd you think, Eric?
Yeah, I thought it was okay. The box art's pretty good. The components are okay. The gameplay is pretty light. If you need something 15-minute filler. It'll hit that spot, but it is pretty light. So maybe for families, I think it'll work out for them. Myself, I played it. We played it twice. I got what I could get out of it, I think. So
I think that it's a good filler. It's not the type of filler that we normally play. I don't think, but for a 15-minute game with seemingly like another layer of strategy that after you play it a dozen times will really come out.
Yeah.
But it's not like super deep. It's not like going to burn your brain. It's just like most abstracts.
Yeah, it's a definitely abstract game. Any kind of theme could have been pasted onto it. So the theme didn't matter at all.
The theme was just there. It made me excited that it was Japanese, but it literally could have been anything. You could have been building hamburgers, and each piece was a different type of
that would have been awesome.
Lettuce, meat, cheese.
Yeah. So the theme was whatever. I was just really excited about the Japanese thing. But
yeah.
I do think it's a cool, quick little filler. The game plays 2 players. I can't remember if there's actually. We never play games 2 players, but I can't remember if there's anything different about the 2-player. I don't think there was. Either way, I'm going to end up playing it 2 players because I'm going to do a full review after I play it a few more times. But otherwise, I thought it was okay. I thought it was good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like amazing, but it's hard to take a filler game and put the amazing tag on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If for a 15-minute game, it was pretty good. If you need something to fill a short amount of time, it's not bad.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of games that you can be like, this is a great game, and it only took you 15 minutes to play.
Well, yeah, there's very few. I'm sure you all would probably chime in with One Night Ultimate Werewolf.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit more involved than this is.
And you ain't playing that once.
And and that is a game you're probably not playing once. You can play it over and over again, so it is an hour game anyway.
Yeah, but you know what? This game is like if the box was slightly smaller, and I understand it based on marketing and things like that, but this is a game you could carry with you and play it at like dinner, or play it during anything like that, or play it at a convention just sitting around.
Right.
This is definitely a game that you can just bust out anywhere because you don't really need that big of a table.
I don't know if I agree with that. You can't. Because there is a lot of chits and little pieces that you have to kind of.
Yeah, but I mean, they're like it. I could put them all on this mouse pad.
You can carry it around easily. But
right.
Yeah, you can't be like, hey,
you think the play area?
The play area is not in tune to playing it anywhere kind of thing.
Well, I didn't say anywhere. I just said like if you're at dinner, there's plenty of space for that. Now, I mean, obviously there's a great chance of losing pieces if you got a lot more stuff on the table. But what I'm saying is like you're sitting in the hallway at a convention, bust this out, bam, start setting it up. I mean, it's real fast to set up, real fast to play. If you got 15, 20 minutes before your next event or something, that's awesome. Mm-hmm. This is something you can bust out. You're right. I mean, there are a lot of pieces, but honestly, you can take the box and just stack them up inside that.
Yeah, maybe you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's like super fiddly. I think the components are pretty good. Because they're like molded plastic and they interlock with each other, and they got like cool
the inlays,
katakana symbols on them. I believe is what they are.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah,
right. You didn't notice them.
Yeah.
No, I guess I didn't.
And if I remember right, I think I was looking at every color, like you expect one symbol on each color, and I think they're actually different.
They are. It's like strength, agility, dexterity, or something like that.
Right.
There's a whole storyline behind it. I'm not the biggest on story. Even in my reviews, I don't try to. Well, it's an abstract game, so I don't know how much. It doesn't matter. It's Japanese and it's awesome. But
yeah.
And Stephen Gibson did the art, so whatever. That's awesome.
He did a good job.
He did a good job. Yeah. But overall, I think it was all right. I mean, I like it a good amount. I mean, I don't know if this is a game I'll play like 50 million times, but
yeah,
I'll play it quite a bit. And as a matter of fact, I was telling my coworker about it at work, and he's super excited about it. So I've got an opponent.
Yeah,
there you go.
I'm going to take it to work and play it with him and my boss. See how that goes. That's actually probably going to happen tomorrow or Friday.
There you go.
We're recording this a day early on Wednesday, so I keep thinking tomorrow's Friday and we're going to play games, but it's not.
No, you got to wait one more day.
Yep. Well, anyway, I will bust this out a lot more. Look for a review on the Dice Tower very soon. And any final thoughts for Senshi? Or Senshi? Or are we good?
No.
Nope.
Cool. Anyway, that's Senshi.